Good evening and welcome back to Prime of Midlife. It is Wednesday evening. I had my half day today. I made mayonnaise, as you may have already seen. But this evening we are talking about energy costs. Because seemingly Ed Miliband, who is energy something or other, here in the UK, is going to have a look and make a decision about the pricing bands, as in BANDS, for energy in the UK, because we don't have a blanket cost for energy here. Weirdly enough, Scotland, who is the biggest producer of renewable energy through wind and wave, etc., plus the biggest producer of oil and stuff, we pay the highest electricity costs or highest energy costs, which is ridiculous. But seemingly they are looking to change that. And there's this Great British Energy thing, which no, isn't energy getting renationalised. It's basically another like Quango thing, like NHS England. But they're looking at that and they're looking to say, oh, well, we'll look at a different way of doing things. And much as that sounds like a great idea, do you know, that's a whole lot of more wages getting paid to look at how they're doing things, etc., etc. Just get it fixed. I mean, seriously, how difficult can it be? However, there are energy companies who are all for it, being able to give their customers better value for money. I think it depends on what the energy companies have been investing, because other ones are like, well, if we reduce the cost of energy, our ability to invest in renewables is going to be curtailed. So there are differing opinions within the energy companies. And I get that because, you know, if you're one of the energy companies that's not particularly, you know, putting up wind farms or digging holes and things, then, you know, you're not going to be having such a big investment thing going forward. But I just want cheaper energy bills, to be honest. And there has to be a way of doing that. I mean, all these different companies and ways of doing things and has to be costing way more than it should do. And again, Great British Energy is not renationalisation of the energy companies. It's basically another overseeing to try and bring it all together. It's just another load of wages that need to be paid. They've got enough civil servants that have made the plans. Just, you know, you're already paying their wages, carry on. But we need to see what happens with that, because also within that thing, where we are pushing for renewables, which of course includes solar, Ed Miliband has now said that we should not be buying from companies that utilise slave labour, which I completely get. Quite happy for that. But then you need to start looking at the timescales you're putting forward then. Because if the timescales were designed to accept all these solar panels from, say, China, and now we're not able to accept all these solar panels from China, you know, the nice cheap ones, we're now going to have to do the more expensive ones because we're buying them from places that actually pay a decent living wage. Wouldn't that be nice? But that's going to change the timescales, it's going to change the prices, etc. It's all going to go squinty. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye, if you're in the UK, on what's happening with the UK, because energy seems to be becoming quite a big thing in the near future. That is, my energy bill now will be a lot lower because I've switched off the last heater. We have one panel heater that runs in the house. It's in the front hall. And it means that it keeps it like an amp. I think I've got it set at like 13, 14 maybe. I think it's 13. And it basically just takes the chill off the place. But we're now getting to temperatures where the chill is not that bad. So that got switched off this week. I haven't done shopping as such this week, apart from I went to Tesco this morning. and got some stuff because it was in the reduced section. So I got £23 worth of stuff for 16, and very cleverly kept it in the back of the car in the polystyrene box I got from Farm Foods with some ice packs, because I was only in the office for 4 hours, so it was great. So that's a new plan to try, because I am missing getting the reduced deals. So we'll have a go at that on Wednesdays and see how that works out. So I'm basically eating lunch from the house the rest of this week. I didn't have my baked potato, so I will take that because I now have my own homemade mayonnaise. And I'm going to get some of the chicken and mush that up with my homemade mayonnaise and some sweet corn and have that in my baked potato tomorrow. So there you go. That's my cunning plan. So I will let you go now, but definitely keep an eye on your energy, see what's happening. I will catch you later.